Gary, many congratulations into the World Championship quarterfinals yet again. That must be a great feeling.
It is, you know. I mean, tonight was one of these games I just never felt comfortable up there. You know, I don't know if Michael was the same, but we usually bounced off each other, and there were certain bits we did. You know, if I'd go 180, he'd back it in, and vice versa. But in between, there was some not good darts. But it just didn't feel like it kicked off. You know what I mean?
But you and Michael have had so many incredible games down the years, so beating him here on the biggest stage must feel even more special.
It is, because I think the last time he beat me on this stage was it to win my third world title. Did he beat me in the? He did, didn't he? Yeah. I was the third final in a trot. Yes, so it's been a while, but like I say, Michael missed a lot of doubles. You know, and my scoring was terrible tonight, but my doubling was right at the right time. So I think that's what helped me.
In the quarterfinals now, Justin Hood. Just a word on what he's achieved in this tournament and what you make of him.
Yeah, everyone goes, who's Justin Hood? Trust me, the boy is a cracking dart player. Lovely lad. Loves everything. He's not got a bad word to say about anything, and he just enjoys life. And he's a very, very, very good dart player.
And for you now, 3 wins away from a third World Championship title. Are you starting to believe?
No. I've got to get the next game past first. If I get to the final, I've got a chance. But if I don't get there, then I've had a good run. You know, like I say, getting past the first round in this tournament now, with the talent that's coming through, it's yeah, I'm quite happy with what I've done.
Thanks, Gary. Well played.
Thank you, Josh.
Gary, well played. Was that a little bit easier than perhaps you thought it would be when you arrived here tonight?
Yes and no. You know, I watched Michael play a bit. Oh, this should be easy, but it wasn't. It never ended up like that. Even the very last leg there, with Michael missing all the doubles, I'm like, what the hell's going on here? But no, we nicked it. You know, we have days like that. And look, Michael, to me, he's right up there. You know, I've spent the last 20. Well, I've known him since he was probably 14, so I've known him a long time. You know, and he's that when he won his very first TV tournament in Dublin, wasn't it? Grand Prix. He just went on a roller coaster ride for the next 10, 11, 12 years, and he was unstoppable. So it's nice to stop him. Yeah, nice feeling. Are you going to really stand here and tell all of us that there's still no chance that you're going to start to believe and dream? Listen, you hear too many people talking, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm not. I'm here to play each game, and we'll take it a step at a time. And I know that you're long enough in the tooth to know better than that, but you know, you've had 3 great performances, haven't you? And you've got to be really pleased with where getting past the first round. Now, like I said, nowadays, getting past this first round, you know, when the draw comes out, you go right, and you look at some other draws, you go, well, I wish I had that side of the draw. But no, just to get, like I say, the standard of players now in darts is through the roof. It's phenomenal, you know, and it's yeah, to get into the last 8. I'm quite happy with that. You nipping back to the fishing lakes, or are you sticking around? Well, when I finish here, I'm straight back. You know, so I'm going to spend a nice night in London for New Year's night and see what happens. Enjoy it. Congratulations. Thank you. Here we go.
Gary, congratulations. You spend so much time talking up the youth and the standard in darts now, which I agree, it is incredible, but it is 55-year-old Gary Anderson that is still making headlines. Are you going to give yourself a pat on the back at any point? Because the performances are right up there with anything what we're seeing. It's getting there, Phil, but I think you know me. And like I say, the effort and time that I put into darts compared to these boys is not even close. You know, so I keep saying to myself, right, next year, put the time in, get somebody else to look after the lights for you and have one good go at it. But then the next day comes, I'm going, nah, it's not going to work like that. But yeah, like I say, people don't believe me, and I'm sick to the back end to tell them how it is. But yeah, for what I put in, I do all right, you know, and I'm quite happy with how I play now and again. So yeah. Ty was only a wee lad when you won the last one. Now he's into darts. Is it nice showing him that, hang on a minute, Dad's a little bit good at this? Well, he says I was rubbish the other night. I would have a laugh with you and tell you a story the other night when Paul Lum was playing, but I can't because you'll crucify him again. I think I played the match before Paul, and he says, well, when you finish, can we stay and watch Paul? I says, why? He went, he's a legend. I says, and what am I? And it began with an L, but it wasn't a legend. I went, you cheeky little. But yeah, he's a good lad. You know, he's right into it now, and I hope he can. I try telling him,
it's going to be hard. You know, you've got to take losses before you can take wins.
What is it about here that brings the best out in you? Because you've openly admitted you've struggled on TV for the last 18 months to replicate that floor form, but you come here and everything changes. Why is that?
Don't know. Can't tell you. You know, I really cannot tell you. We just go up on that stage, and like I say, tonight wasn't one of the greatest performances, but the other night against Jermaine, it's they went when they needed to. So I don't know. It's like I say, it's the biggest tournament in the world. We spend all year trying to get here, or the boys trying to get here, and at the end of the day, I mean, look at it now. Look where darts have become. You know, £1 million first prize. Yeah.
Hello, Gary. Well done. Well done on that performance. You told us that you used to get really ill before matches when you had that feeling in your stomach. Was playing Michael on that stage rekindle some of those old feelings?
It was a different feeling. I just felt uneasy. You know, I think he looked uneasy as well. It was one of these things. I went, yeah. But no, I used to get so ill. Especially in the Premier League, there was a few buckets that I had to fill just because I was getting ready to walk on stage, and that was it. But it's different now. Tonight, it just didn't feel. No, it just didn't feel right. Not nerve-wise, but just didn't seem to feel right. So, but we got there at the end.
Well, speaking of Premier League, it would be almost unprecedented to not have the world champion in the Premier League. So, if you lifted the trophy, will we see you for 16 weeks?
Oh dear. Nice weather outside, isn't it? It's lovely. I thought it'd been snow by now, but the sunshine was out today, and it was great. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Well, I guess we'll find out in a few days, maybe then.
Yeah.
You speak about Ty. He's taken up darts, and you say he's doing quite well. Do you think as he goes through the ranks and to say that you want to play him on that stage?
Oh, it'd be great. I mean, we kind of worked out. I think he will be 16 to stand on that stage. So he's got about 4 and a bit years to get up there. It would be nice to play in the same tournament as your son. I don't know. There's been a few. I think there's been a couple. Has there not been a couple of father and sons up there?
I think there has. Kai and Raymond Smith, did they play?
What, at the same time? Yeah. Yeah. So it would be nice because it doesn't happen very often. But yeah. Yeah. I did ask him tonight. I says, if I did play you on that stage and I beat you, would you talk to me? And he went, yeah. I went, oh. That's it.
How do you think he would have coped having the Anderson name? Because it's quite a big name with darts, isn't it?
He's going to get grief. You know, he done another thing the other night, and there's always some donut on the Twitter saying something about him. But you know, he just loves playing darts. You know, they're young kids. You know, he plays the JDC. He plays for a couple of pub teams through the week, and yeah, he just loves playing darts. You know, so you know, and then you get folks saying things, but you don't. I'll teach him not to listen to him, put it that way. That's one thing I can teach him.
I'm sure you will, Gary. Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Gary. What was the walk-on and entrance to the stage like? Was it a bit of a big fight feel because it felt electric?
Well, I can't really say. It didn't feel like electric to me. I wanted to go to the porter cabin outside. It's to me the walk-on. That's always been my biggest downfall, is doing that walk on. That's when the nerves really kick in, you know, walking out. I'd rather just come straight onto the stage, hello, and get on with it. But the walk on. But the crowd, I mean, next year it's going to be even bigger, isn't it? So yeah, I'm definitely going to be there for next year. I need to play on that new stage, see what it's like.
And Michael likes to say doing the right things at the right times. Those first 2 sets, were they crucial in setting the tone for that match?
Like I say, the scoring wasn't quite right, but the finishing at these stages, they were right, you know. And I was surprised. And give me 3 darts on my head to hit a double, can't hit. But give me that when he's sitting on a double, I took them out. So yeah, darts is a strange game, honestly. It became the easiest game in the world, or it can be the hardest.
And you mentioned sort of strength in depth on the tour, and Justin Hood's sort of living proof of that now, isn't he? Just how strong is that strength in depth? And you know,
it's good. There's dart players on the scene that you've not even seen or heard of yet, and there'll be a lot more over the next few years. But Justin's played counties. He's been on the go for a long time, you know. So he's just a lovely, lovely lad, always smiling, and honestly, he's up there. You're going to see a lot of Justin over the next few years.
Congratulations, Gary.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have already hit 40 maximums, 180s, 3 more than Littler, probably the most.
Oh,
at
don't
this,
tell him that, he'll get a huff.
How,
No, it's the 180s are going well, but they don't win you games. It's the doubles at the end of the game wins you, you know. So you've got to look at your double percentage at the end of the game. That'll win you games.
next, you face Jian, who grown up watching you and told us you are his idol. And
Yeah.
do you think is that more enjoyable or more danger?
Probably more dangerous because it makes me feel really old. You know, I've seen photos like, with myself and young kids. I'm going, who's that? I went, that's him. Like you say, Jan. And yeah, it's great. You know, you meet these young kids all the years, and it just shows you that they've took up darts afterwards and they've carried it on, and now they're some of the best players in the world. So it's good. It is good.
You have been a role model for a lot of young players, and now they are coming for you. Is that an honor or a headache?
It's an honour, but they're going to have a very hard time of doing it. They're going to struggle. They ain't going to get it easy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.